I'm guessing maybe. Yeah, I'm not sure. I was gonna say they were coming out this way, but I'm not even sure. Just came across on Pulse. I believe it's only one car, unless that's one on the other side. Man, I can't believe how many people crash on low streets like this.
Yeah, I can't even move around here. I always tell my wife to be careful.
Oh yeah. I don't know if they hit the parked car over here too. Yeah, hopefully everyone's okay. We're on a street called Irby Lane. We're at Irby Lane and Bryant. I won't be able to film from the other side. They do got the stretcher out, but they will be bringing the person that way. They're probably looking for ringtone cameras at the moment. Yeah, they're just setting the hose up for a precaution probably here. Yeah, we're by, I'm trying to think if we passed Heil and Newland. We came off a street called Brush. So they're bringing the person with a stretcher, but appear to be a middle-aged, older person. I didn't want to show him really. It's just right here. Yeah, it's a middle-aged person. Hey Riggs, thanks for tuning in. Yeah, we're over by Newland and Heil off a street called Irby. Said the person wasn't speeding. I could hear that. I was literally a mile down the street when I heard sirens, so I decided to check pulse point. I think I heard the alert, but I was doing a delivery. Yeah. You do have the battalion chief here. Numerous police cars. I was going to go live on my... This is on Prism. I wanted to try the live on YouTube. Try their live feed, but I didn't. We'll just stick around for a couple minutes. I'm not going to wait for the tow truck to come around. Yeah, I don't know if they had to cut the front end off. They do have their tools here. Just dark out. I don't know if you gotta figure out how to turn the flashlight on. Amazing how many people. Yeah, this appeared to be someone over 60 years of age. I heard the cop said it. Their person said they weren't speeding. We'll just stick around a couple minutes. I gotta get back doing door dashing. Yeah, they cut the front windshield off. I don't want to be in the officer's way. I'm moving because I didn't want to be in the officer's way. Yeah, it was an older person. They did have some type of brace on their neck. You working today, Riggs? Yeah, I wanted to try, instead of trying Prism Live, where I go live on the videos, I wanted to try YouTube. I took that last video down, that where 4 people got hurt over off Bouchard in, I think Yorktown it was. Yeah, those red lights, they're all over the place. It's the whole screen, so something's wrong with my settings, I believe. So I was going to just try YouTube, see if it's any different, but I'll have to wait for a nighttime scene. You get a lot of crashes in these housing tracks where cars are flipping it on its side. The person said they weren't speeding, but again, if you just tuned in, this is a single car rollover off Irby and Bryant. Closest cross streets are Newland and Hyle. We're going to wrap up the video here in the next minute. I got to go back door dashing. Come Sunday night, we got kicked out of our place where we lived 18 years. We just rented it. My older brother and girlfriend broke up, so basically we got kicked out, and either gonna live in my car or I would live with another brother, stay in a motel. I prefer just to live in the car for a little bit. Things are expensive out there. I live day to day. DoorDash doesn't really pay the bills. Anyways, we're on a single car accident. One person's being transported. Appeared to be someone above 60 years old. She was laying flat down but moving, had a neck brace on.
Oh no, the woman over there.
I say I do 12 to 30 deliveries a day, but what happens, I'll start off good in the morning. Then for whatever reason, I just don't. If you do DoorDash, if you're under 80%, they don't want to give you deliveries. They won't give you any catering orders. I wouldn't say any, but you're not getting them. If you're under 97% for completion rate, I'm at 96. So, and you want to pause to use the restroom or pause to do an Uber Eats or a Grubhub order, they log you out. I need to check right now, see if I'm still logged in. I push pause, but when you're under those percentages, they automatically they'll log me out every time. That's why I create a schedule, but it's like I create a schedule every 2 hours. So this is a single car rollover in Huntington Beach off of Irby Lane and Bryant. This appeared to be someone in there over 60 years old. They were moving. They did have a neck brace on. They took the front windshield out. Said they weren't speeding, but I don't know what they hit. But we're just going to stick around a minute. I'm going to get back to work. Closest cross streets are Newland and Hyle. It's just a mile from here. I was at Edinger. There's a big apartment complex off Edinger and Newland area. So I was in there when this call came across.
Well, I have a camera, but only if somebody wants it. Oh, yeah.
I appreciate that, Riggs. I'm gonna most likely I'll just stay with my brother. We're gonna get a hotel. The problem, Huntington Beach is expensive. My brother makes $100,000 working for FedEx, but man, I have some bad years at this job because, as I mentioned before, I suffer through anxiety and panic attacks, so it's kind of hard to put a whole day in.
No, like.
But anyways, we're on this accident scene. A lot of people outside. We're gonna cut this video. Appreciate you tuning in. Well, again, this was a single car accident rollover, or at least on its side. The roof is damaged, but I don't know if it completely ran over or flipped it, or it's just the force of the accident when they had to cut the front windshield off.
We jumped off the couch and we're like, "Guys, our car!" And then
Again, this was Irby Lane and Bryant. I don't know if it's a Bryant Lane or Bryant Drive. Bryant Drive.
over yet. And then
All right, guys. Catch me on the next one. Don't forget to set your location or your notification. You never know when I go live. If we get one tonight, I'll probably try to see if I can get the YouTube going, and we'll try it on YouTube instead of Prism Live. See if it cuts out. Something's wrong with the settings. I just can't figure it out on Prism. I'll have to wait till a nighttime accident. With all these sirens, it just covers all the screens. It doesn't filter it out. All right, guys. You guys be safe today.